Alrighty, hello everyone. Hello. My name is Liv, and today we're going to be doing a 30-minute Pilates class with OwlFit. So before we get started, make sure you have some space to move. There's nothing around you. If you like, you can grab a mat or a towel to do these exercises on. We will be on the ground today. Very excited. Make sure you grab some water so that you can drink it throughout. Also, there's a little noise next door, so hopefully you can still hear me, but I am excited. We're actually going to go ahead and get started. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and stand on up for me. I like to start my class with some isolations. So go ahead and stand on up. Throughout our class today, I will give you options. So be sure to choose the option that works best for you. Listen to your body. And most importantly, let's have fun. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start with our feet right underneath our hips. And we're actually going to shake it out for 10 seconds. So this is where you just shake it out. And I'm going to look really crazy. This is on camera, so please shake with me. There's no one in the room right now, but I'm going to pretend like you're shaking with me. You ready? 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Shake everything out. 7, 6, 5. Even your neck. 4. Hips. 2, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Now that we got the energy out, feet are back underneath our hips. Let's start with our head. It's going to look to the right and the left. We're leaving our shoulders where they are, just moving head and neck. Good. And let's take this up and down, chin to our chest. We're warming up in our neck today. We will have exercises where our neck is lifted. If at any point your neck starts to feel very, very sore, go ahead and stop and place your neck on the ground before starting again. Let's circle it to the right. Shoulders are nice and still. You can place your hands on your shoulders if you like for balance and also just to keep them still. And we'll reverse these other way. Good. This should feel good. All right. Shoulders. Shoulders go back. Big circles. Good. You'll feel this in your upper back, but also in your shoulders, of course. Big circles, big circles. And let's bring those forward. Good. I forgot to mention, if you want, you can follow along with this playlist. It's down in that description box. It's a suggested playlist, and or you can just play your own music in the background. Good. Torso. Torso is from our chest, the tops of our hips. Let's move it to the right and the left. Good. As we're doing this, we want to think about keeping our hips nice and still, placing our hands on them to keep us still, and also squeezing behind our belly button today so that we can activate and our abdominal muscles. Good. 2 more. Fruit. Fruit. Nice. Let's bring it front and back. Pop your chest out and bring it back in like someone gave you a punch. Flop it out and in. Good. Think of making this ooey gooey. We can also bend in our knees here to feel it a little more. Nice. Big chest bump. Push it back in. 1 more. Nice. Let's circle it around. Try and do it without stops today. All the way around. Think of touching the corners of the room. Big circle. Good. And let's reverse it other way. Big circle. Nice. Relax those shoulders. Hips are still. Pressing our feet into the mat. Good. Relax that down. We have our hips, so we're going to take our legs a little bit wider, thinking of going underneath our shoulders. Slight bend in our knees. Hips go to the side. Good. I promise we are still stretching. You're going to feel in the sides of your hips. Good. Try and go past your stopping point to really feel it. And let's bring those hips front and back. As I do this exercise, I like to think of a bowl of water. So as you come front, you scoop that water up, and back, the water drops out. And we'll use this today in our glute bridges, which I'll tell you about later. A few more. Back and front and back. Let's circle it around. No stops today. All the way around. Think of touching the walls around us. Good. Or bringing it around town, which is a little more fun to think about. And other way. Hips all the way around. Think of pressing our feet into the mat. Nice. Good. And we'll shake it out. Let's circle in our ankles. So just keep our foot on the ground, and we're just circling. For balance here, you can grab a wall or a chair. If you're feeling really cool, you can think of like a stinky leg kind of action, you know. And let's switch. Circling, circling, circling. And let's bring those circles inwards. Good. Inwards on the other foot. And last but not least, let's bring this to our wrist. So we're going to circle our wrist around. You can think of making O's for Olivia. Circling it around. And we'll bring those circles inwards. Alrighty, now that we've made heat in our joints, let's go ahead and find ourselves on the mat today. Today we are going to start on our butt. So go ahead and sit down on the ground. I'm going to switch the little microphone back here. Wait, let's do it this way. Malfunction. Meet me on the ground. All right. So we're sitting flat on the mat. Our feet are on the mat as well. We're actually going to start sitting up. Knees are going to face the ceiling. Last week we started with hundreds. Let's start a little bit slower today. So let's place our hands on our knees to get nice and tall. Shoulders are down. Then we're going to exhale and immediately press back again like someone punches in the stomach. Good, and our head drops. And to come back up, we lead with our head, sitting up nice and tall. Again, exhale, coming down. Big punch in the stomach. Inhale, coming back up. This is option number 1. Option number 2 is to take our hands front, fingers, hands, palms facing inwards. And again, we exhale, curling in our spine. Feet are flat on the mat. Inhale, leading with our head to sit up. Okay, let's try a few more. Choosing either to keep our hands on our legs or taking them off. Good, keeping that curl on our spine as we lower. Keep that curl, keep that curl. Nice. And leading with our head to sit up. Think about pressing our toes into the mat. Heels are pressing into the mat. Knees are nice and still. Today we're going to work with that idea of taffy. So think of taffy, like taffy that you can pull. Think of taffy. Rolling down. Nice and slow. Ooey gooey like taffy or caramel. Lead with our head here. And this last one, we're going to come all the way to the ground. So if our hands are on our legs, we can just follow it all the way down. Using that breath. Good. Placing our head on the ground as well. Nice job. We're going to keep on going and go into our hundreds here. So for our hundreds, we have a couple options today. We can bring our knees to what's called tabletop position, which is just right over our hips, squeezing those knees together. Or we can take them straight up to the ceiling, Pilates point towards the ceiling. Choosing our leg position today, we're going to take our hands overhead. Whoops, don't drop things. Take our hands overhead. Chin curls into our chest. We're pressing our abs down into the ground. We're going to pulse here. Let's go. We have inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our shoulders are pressing down. We're pressing our abdominals down using that breath. And we inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Exhale. 2, 3. 2 more. Breathe in through our nose. Try and reach that wall in front of us. Exhale. Good. Last one. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. And we're going to come on down, hugging our knees into our chest. We'll look left and right to release that tension on our neck. Up and down. Good. We're going to go into our crisscross. So we're going to bring our right knee into our chest, extending the left straight out in front of us. Our hands are going to go behind our head, squeezing in our abdominals. We'll crisscross, opposite arm, opposite leg, switch. So think of going up and over. Our knees and our elbows touch. Good. Just like that, using our breath. Twist, twist, twist. Good. Think of looking at the camera all the way, coming down and looking away, going to our other side. Twist, twist, twist. Good. You're going to start to feel this in your abdominals. You're doing good. Squeeze. With every squeeze, think of squeezing and releasing. So with this caramel, up nice and slow. Pause, down nice and slow. Just like that. Great work. Really extend our legs out. Here's our countdown. We have 5. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 4. Use that breath. 3. Good. 2 more switches. 2. And 1. Big twist. Good. Bring our knees into our chest once more. Circle our ankles around. Good job. We're going to make our way to sitting. If you like, you can just roll all the way up or come to our side to sit on up. We're going to repeat this block here. So we're sitting flat on our mats once more. Now, since we're repeating it, you can either keep your feet flat on the mat here, and or you can straighten the mat in front of you, choosing whichever option works best for us today, whatever feels good. I'm going to show both. So if we have our legs straight out in front of us, We can have our hands behind our thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Big inhale. Exhale, we contract down. Chin into our chest. Inhale, lead with our head to sit all the way up. Totally up to us. Inhale, exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming all the way up. And if our feet are flat on their mat, remember we can have our hands on our knees. Big inhale. Exhale, contract. Chin to our chest. Lead with our head to sit up. Here's that idea of caramel or taffy again. How slow can you go? Can you articulate through your spine? Got a few more. Choosing what works best today. Good. Remember, you can also take your hands off of your legs. Trying these options, seeing what works best. Good. And if our legs are straight today, it'll look like this. Got a couple more here. You're doing good. You're doing good. And all the way up, leading with our head. Good. Try and reach that wall in the front of us. On this last one, it takes us all the way down to the ground. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and transition into our 100. So remember, we have 2 leg options today. Tabletop, knees stacked over hips, squeezing our knees together, or straight up, choosing what works best for us today. This time I'm going to do mine straight up. Hands go overhead, big inhale. Exhale, curling up, chin into our chest. We pulse here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're pressing our abdominals down into the mat. Taking the energy out through our toes up to the ceiling. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. Keeping our gaze on our belly button. Shoulders are down. Last 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Push 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicely done. Bringing our knees into our chest. Shaking our head no for oh no, she's crazy. And up and down for oh yes, we love it. Good. Last thing in this block, our crisscross. Bringing that right knee into our chest, straightening the other, hands behind our head, reaching up and over towards our opposite side here. Good. Abs are nice and tight. Pressing that belly button down into the ground. And with our taffy today, think of twisting taffy and how it twists all the way. See how far you can twist. Think of your spine as taffy, twisting to our side. Try and get your elbow to the outside of your knee. Use our breath. Here's our countdown. Here's 5, 4, reaching that opposite leg all the way out. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Let's bring our knees into our chest. Good. Grab some water here if you'd like. We're going to move on to our next block. Take these few seconds, grab some water, shake it out, breathe a little bit. Good, good. And when you're ready, come on back down to your mat. We're going to lay on our backs once more. We're going to have our feet flat on the mat, a little bit away from our butt. Think of bringing our hands down by our hips, knees facing the ceiling. We have glute bridges. So last week we did these and we focused on just going up and down to feel that tension, that strengthening in our hips and in our thighs and our glutes. Today, we're going to focus on articulating through our spine. Last week, we also thought of a string attached to our hips going up and down. So let's try and feel that first. So let's take our hips up high to the ceiling. Good. We're squeezing behind our belly button and we come straight down. Lifting up and down. Think of squeezing at the top like 2 melons. Good. Pressing our toes into the mat. Heels are pressing as well. Knees are still. Few more. Those strings are attached to our hips. They go up at the same time like puppets. Good. One more. Nice. Now let's articulate through our spine. Think of earlier with that bowl of water. Let's scoop the water up, then send it straight to the ceiling. Squeeze at the top, and then we come down, pressing with our spine first. Our back goes to the ground, then our hips. Good work. Let's try it again. So we scoop the water up, both hips lift to the ceiling, squeeze at the top. As we come down, we press our spine down to the ground first, and then our hips. Good. Let's try a few more here. All the way up and all the way down. Think of keeping your hips in line with your shoulders. Yeah? Good work, good work. Breathe. Inhale at the top. Exhale as we come down. Good work. We want to feel this in the backs of our thighs and in our glutes. Both hips up at the same time. Nice. Let's try one more. And on our last one, we're actually going to stay up here for a second. So both hips are lifted. We're in this position here. We're going to take our feet and we're actually going to rise on our toes and come down. And if you'd like, you can bring those heels a little closer if it feels weird. Rising onto our toes, and we come down. Calf raises. We're going to feel this in our calves and also a lot in our hamstrings. If we start to feel it in our backs, go ahead and come down for a second and rise flat like this. So we have two options. Rising on our toes with our butt on the ground and rising on our toes with our hips lifted. Totally up to us. Choose what feels good today. Good. Rising all the way up on our toes, keeping our knees pointed towards the ceiling. Nice. Good. Here's our countdown. We have 5, 4, 3, almost there. 2. Good. And 1. Come on down for just a second. We can shake it out. One more in this block. Hip adduction. So we're going to take our hips back high to the ceiling, both hips at the same time. We can have two options today. We can rise on our toes or keep our heels flat on the ground. So the first one, with heels flat, we're opening our legs and closing. Opening and closing. Let's try this one just like this. We're going to start to fill in the sides of our legs, really filling in our hips. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Good burn. Engaging still in those abdominals, squeezing behind our belly button, pressing our hips as high as we can. If we'd like today, we can also come up onto our toes, open and close. Good. Nice flat spine. Think of squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hands on the ground for balance. Good. Countdown. We have 8, 7. Stay with me. 6, 5, 4. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3. Almost there. 2. And last one. Good. Bring it up. Come on down. Lower into the ground. Good work. Good job. Good job. All right. Let's try that block one more time. We got a speed round. Are we ready? Thumbs up. I can't see your thumbs, but I'm going to say that you're giving me a thumbs up. So thumbs up. All right. Readjust if you need to. Feet right underneath our hips. Knee ceiling. Hands down. Let's go ahead and engage in our abdominal muscles. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pressing our belly button down to the ground. Scoop the water up. We lift up to the ceiling. Squeeze. Coming down. Spine is the first thing to touch the ground. Then our back. Just like that. And we can take this at our own pace here or follow along with mine. Focusing on keeping those knees nice and still. Pressing our heels as well as our toes into the mat. Good. Couple more. All the way up and all the way down. We can think of our taffy here. Nice and ooey gooey like taffy. Good. Here comes our last one. We have those calf raises coming up. Remember, we can choose to stay high in the sky or on the mat. We lift up onto our toes and come down. Good. Up and down. I'm going to bring my heels a little closer. You can too if you like. Up and down. Keeping those knees facing the ceiling. Squeezing. Good. Nice. Let's count from 10. 10. 9. You got it. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Almost forgot how to count. 3. 2. And 1. Hip abduction. We can stay up towards the ceiling if we like or come on down. We open and close. Open and close. Abs tight. Open. Feel this in our hips. Good. Sides of our legs. Open and close. Good. Almost there. Abs tight. Good. If we like, we can come onto our toes. Open and close. We can also keep those heels flat on the ground. Here we go. Count down. We have 5, 4, hips high. 3, 2, 1. Finish it out. Good. Come all the way down. Whew. Nice work. Good job. Shake it on out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. We're going to roll to our side to come on up. Good. We can meet me in our quick little child's pose. So in our, all fours. Sorry. And there goes our lights. Hello, lights. Come back on, lights. Good. Alrighty. Let me switch this around. Grab some water here if you need it. We're going to meet in an all fours position. So this next block is all about our downward facing dog. We're going to play with it a little bit. So let's start in our all fours. For our all fours, I'm making a little box here. Our hands are right underneath our shoulders. Knees are underneath our hips. We're pulling up in our abdominals. So remember that feeling of scooping, pressing back, squeezing behind our belly button. Those are the words. Shoulders are down. When we're ready, we'll tuck our toes under, lift our hips high into the sky. Good. And so this is our first down dog. Let's pedal a little bit. So lifting one heel up and lowering the other. Good. Hands are right underneath our shoulders. Our head's in line with our arms. Good. Little keys in there. Pressing one heel up and lowering the other. Nice. Alrighty, let's take both heels down. We're going to press back. So bend in our knees, press them back. And like a rocket, shoot into our plank. So we took our focus forward, up and over our hands. Now in our plank, shoulders are pressed down. Abdominals are lifted up. Good. Taking our hips back. We're in our down dog again. Plie. So bend in our knees and shoot forward like a rocket into our plank. Go ahead and grip that ground there to help take that pressure off of our wrist. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hips go high. Nice work. Bend in our knees and shoot like a rocket. Good. Feel free to take this at our own pace here. Press the ground away. Heads are lifted. Hips go high. Good. Pressing back in our knees and shoot forward like a rocket. Good. We have 2 more. Almost there. Down dog. Pressing those knees down and shoot forward. Good. Last one. Press that ground away. And up to the ceiling. Good. Really bend in our knees and shoot forward. Good. Let's hold our plank here. Nice, nice, nice. We have a couple side planks coming up. So let's take our knees down into our half plank. First option. My earbuds just did a really weird thing. First option for a side plank. We can stay on our knees here. So we just rotate to the side. Just here, taking our hands on our hips. So all I did is twist to the side here into that side plank. We can also choose to stay in our full front plank and twist from there. Let's go ahead and choose our option today. Meet me in your side plank. Here we go. 10 seconds. 10. Squeeze belly button to spine. 9. 8. Good. Shoulders down. 7. If you're shaking, that's great. It's okay. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Great job. Come back to that front plank. Good work. Let's try that side plank again. So twisting to our side. Remember, on our knees or on our feet. Here we go. 10. 9. Pull up. Think of porcupines down below. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Back to that front plank. Great work. We're actually going to go to the other side. I'm going to move around so I can face you. Good. So meet me in that front plank. Same thing for our other side. We twist to face the side. Good. Here we go. 10. 9. Squeezing behind our belly button. Good. Think of prickly things down below. Lift on up. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Back to that front plank. Rest out here. I'm almost done. One more side plank. One more. Good. Here we go. Twist to the side. 10. 9, our hips are lifted, nice straight line, shoulder to feet. Our focus is over our shoulder. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Twisting back to that front plank. We'll take our knees on down to the ground, pressing our hips back for child's pose. We are cooling down now. Good work. Nice job today. Tucking those toes under. Stay down in that child's pose. Good work. Hopefully you can still hear me. Music next door is very loud. Good. Stay back. If you'd like here, you can open your legs to the side to make a little space for you. We're going to take our hand underneath our arm. Good. So I'm starting with my left and twisting it underneath my right, but feel free to choose whichever arm you'd like. Our ears on the mat there. Good. And we'll switch. I'm taking my right underneath my left, but just switch. Relaxing here. We're breathing. Nice, nice, nice. Good work. And we'll untwist from here. Closing our knees if we opened them. And slowly rolling up. Our head is the last thing to come up. Nice job. Let's meet me on our butts once more. This time with the soles of our feet together. We worked in our hips a lot today and worked on our spine a lot. So let's open our hips a little bit. So soles of our feet together, hands go on our shins. And we're just slightly bouncing here. Nice soft bounces. Do what feels best. Good. Breathing. Feel free for cool down to close your eyes if you'd like. Breathing in through our nose. And out through our mouth. Good work, good work. Good. We'll go ahead and take that right hand, place it on our knee, press our knee down, and you can twist, turning in your right shoulder. Let's get a little spinal twist going on. Good. Nice work. And we'll switch, placing that left hand on our left knee. Twist, bringing our shoulder in for a little spine action there. Nice, breathe. And we'll release that, bringing both hands up, and we're going forward. Coming on down here, stopping wherever we'd like, as low as we'd like. We can place our hands on the ground for balance, on our legs for balance, whichever works best for us today. Dropping our head where we are. Let's breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. One more big breath. And out. On this next breath, we're going to breathe in. Exhale, reach farther forward. Good, push ourselves. Just holding here for a few breaths. Good work, slowly roll up. Nice, let's straighten our legs in front of us so we can stretch behind our thighs today, our hamstrings. Go ahead and bring our arms all the way up and reaching them over. Reach for your toes, but you can place your hands on your legs, on the ground, whatever works best. Dropping our head wherever we are. We'll feel the stretch in our hamstrings. Good. You know the drill. Inhale through our nose. Exhale, reach a little farther forward. Relaxing in our shoulders. Good. A couple more breaths here. Nicely done. And we'll slowly roll up. We can bring our legs to whatever feels comfortable. We're going to stretch in our wrist a little bit. So reach our hand forward. Give me money. Pull our fingers back. Feeling the stretch in the tops of all wrist. And we'll switch. Give me money on the other. Pull it back. Good. Flip our hand over. Put a ring on it. Ooh, my wrist is a little sore today. Good. And switch. Put a ring on it. Pull it back. Pull it back. Nice. Final stretches for our neck. Take our right hand up. Grab our ear. Pulling our head to the side. Just a little pull. Nice and gentle. We'll feel it inside of our neck here. Good. Breathe, breathe. And we switch up and over. Good. Big inhale through our nose. And exhale, let it out. One more. Big inhale. And exhale. And that's our class for today. Thank you for joining. Again, my name is Liv, and we just did a 30-minute Pilates class with OwlFit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will have classes for the rest of the week, so just go ahead and take a look at our Instagram at KSU Sports and Rec for the schedule. And I'll see you guys next time. The next time I teach is on Tuesday, hip hop toning, and then next Thursday for more Pilates. So I'll see you guys soon. Get some water. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Bye.